Well, that's the word around.
Mm.
I ought to know because I was there.
That's a good story, Dad. Thanks. Hey, while I have the camera going, do you happen to remember the story of having to participate in war games when you were doing officer training?
Oh, God. Yes. I'm in the JAG Corps. I was commissioned the first lieutenant in the JAG Corps, U.S. Army. Back then, and still now, depending on the circumstance, they sent those new officers, they sent them to entry officers leadership school at Fort Benning.
In where?
Fort Benning,
Oh,
Georgia.
okay.
So I went in the Army and went to leadership school. What did you want to know about?
You told the story about you had to do war games.
Oh yeah, we had, but when you did the war games, you did what's called escape and evasion.
Uh-huh.
And this is back shortly after the war in Korea.
Mm-hmm.
So the idea was to teach all these soldiers not to crack or to capture.
Ugh.
So we were taken out on the middle of the night, dropped out the road, the cattery or whatever you call them. People putting on the games turned the dogs on us, and here we are running like hell with a bunch of dogs chasing us. And we're all lawyers, you know. So I just wasn't going to be captured. So I took off into the Jesus jungle by myself, and I got home the next day, you know, because I wasn't going to be captured. But the rest of the group, they all got captured by at some intersection of the road. And the one that got captured, one of them was a lieutenant from Gonzaga College. He was Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And he got captured. He had this camouflage all sewn to his helmet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So here he was captured along with other people, and they took him to, the drill was to take him to this, quote, prison camp, interrogate him, and then they would all leave, and
Mm-hmm.
they would learn their lesson, don't get captured when you're fighting. But anyhow,
Which they never would be anyway, right? Because they were all lawyers.
all lawyers, of course. Anyhow, the Japanese lawyer, when they had them all in there, he had concealed a bayonet in his boot.
Oh my gosh.
And they're all standing around there, and he takes the boot out, and he puts it up against this enlisted man's ribs and said,
The knife, you
the knife.
mean? Yeah.
He says, we're escaping. And the enlisted man says, yes, sir, you certainly are. So he said, I'm escaping. So anyhow, he left. Then he got out and he realized he was by himself out in the middle of the woods, and it was not the slightest idea what to do. So he went back in. There's the enlisted man telling to somebody else about what was going on. Goes back up to the guy, a knife in the ribs, and said, I'm liberating the entire compound. So I have somebody to go back with me. So they escape. In the meantime, I'm out in the damn woods, insanely thrashing along. And you get up to Lightning Road, which is where you had to cross this road, which was all set up to capture you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I took off running, and here they came. Get him, there he is, get him, and I dive into the woods. I'm crawling along under the road, you know, and my hand goes down, you know, and I look down there, and there's a face looking up at me. And he said, you want me to get up? He thought I was this officers in charge. And I said, no, go back to sleep. He said, okay. And I'm serious. I went crawling on off. And as the sun came up, I got into camp the next morning. And that was, and as far as I know, they never knew my, quote, cadre officers or what. They never knew what I'd done. And nobody ever told me.
Nobody told you that you were a hero.
That you were the only one that evaded
Avoided
capture.
Well, others evaded it and what have you. I did discover there on Lightning Road that it was famous for the great run of Jimmy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Brown was the guy later on. He was, you know, a Hall of Fame professional football player, rated by some as being the best who ever lived. And he had taken off down Lightning Road and decided he didn't know any way to get down there except just go right through it. So he gave the word, banzai, down the road with the whole army chasing.
Hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way.